Tet, have you ever felt completely exhausted, yet totally unable to rest?
Your body is screaming for a break, but your mind just won't slow down. You try to relax, to unwind, but there's this underlying tension, this feeling of being alert and restless that you just can't shake. What if the problem isn't your thoughts, your discipline, or your willpower? What if the real issue is your nervous system? Today, we're going to explore 3 clear signs that your nervous system is over. These are signs that most people either ignore, completely misunderstand, or worse, blame themselves for. And more importantly, you'll learn what your body is truly asking for when this happens. If you've been feeling overwhelmed, anxious, disconnected, or constantly on edge, without any clear reason, I urge you to stay with me until the very end. This video might just explain more than you ever expected. Before we dive in, if topics like anxiety, emotional healing, and nervous system regulation resonate with you, do me a favor and like this video. It's a small action that makes a huge difference, helping this message reach others who really need to hear it. Alright, let's begin. Your nervous system has one primary job: to keep you safe. Think of it as your body's internal security guard. It's constantly scanning the environment, ready to react to any perceived threat. But what happens when life itself becomes the threat? In our modern world, we're bombarded with constant noise, immense pressure, chronic stress, intense emotions, endless screen time, societal expectations, and relentless demands. It's a lot. And when this goes on for too long, your nervous system can become This means your body gets stuck in a state of high alert, even when there's no real, immediate danger. You might look perfectly calm and collected on the outside, but internally, your system is completely overwhelmed, running a marathon with no finish line in sight. It's crucial to understand that overstimulation is not a sign of weakness. It's not a personal failing. It is a biological response to experiencing too much for too long. Your body is doing exactly what it was designed to do, just in a context it was never designed for. So, how do you know if this is happening to you? Let's look at the first sign, which is perhaps the most common and the most confusing. The first sign your nervous system is overstimulated is feeling exhausted, but being utterly unable to relax. You might feel physically drained, like you've run a race. Mentally, you're restless, with thoughts bouncing around like pinballs. And emotionally, you feel completely spent. You'll finally get a chance to lie down, hoping for peace, but your mind immediately starts racing. The moment things get quiet, an uncomfortable, antsy feeling creeps in. This happens because your body is still in survival mode. It's like a soldier who has returned from a war zone but go on stop scanning for danger. Your system literally doesn't know how to switch off yet. This is a key distinction. This isn't just insomnia caused by thoughts. This is your nervous system staying alert out of a deeply ingrained habit, a protective mechanism that has now become a problem. It's a physiological state, not just a psychological one. Your body believes it still needs to be on guard, and no amount of telling yourself to just relax is going to convince it otherwise until it feels safe. Now for the second sign. And this one can make daily life feel like an uphill battle. The second sign is that small. Everyday things feel like way too much. A simple noise, like a door slamming or a phone ringing, makes you jump or fills you with irritation. A small, reasonable request from a friend or colleague feels overwhelming, like they've asked you to climb a mountain. Your emotions feel incredibly intense and disproportionate to the situation. You might find yourself crying over a commercial or snapping at someone for a minor mistake. When the nervous system is overstimulated, it loses its emotional capacity, its buffer zone. Imagine your system is a cup that's already filled to the brim with stress. Any extra drop, any small stimulus is going to cause it to overflow. This is why you might feel easily irritated, emotionally sensitive, and quickly overwhelmed by people, noise, or even bright lights. You might start avoiding social situations or places you used to enjoy because they just feel like too much. Let me be very clear about this. This doesn't mean you're too sensitive or dramatic. It means your system is screaming for regulation, not for judgment. It's a signal that your internal resources are depleted and in desperate need of replenishment. The third sign might surprise you because it looks very different from the first two. Sometimes overstimulation doesn't look like hyperanxiety or irritation. It looks like numbness. You might feel disconnected from yourself, as if you're watching your life from a distance. You might feel emotionally flat, unable to access joy, sadness, or anything in between. You may feel distant from others, like you're behind a glass wall, or simply not fully here. This is a profound protective mechanism of the nervous system known as a shutdown response. When stimulation and stress become so intense that the fight or flight response is no longer sustainable, the body can hit an emergency brake. It shuts down emotionally to cope, to conserve energy, to prevent a complete system overload. People often misinterpret this as laziness, depression, or a lack of gratitude. They think, I have a good life, why can't I feel happy? But this isn't a choice. It's a sophisticated, albeit painful, protective response from a system that is profoundly overwhelmed. It's your body's last-ditch effort to keep you safe when all else has failed. If you know someone, a friend, a family member, a partner who seems constantly overwhelmed, anxious, or emotionally tired, please consider sharing this video with them. Just having the language to understand what is happening inside your own body can be incredibly life-changing and validating. It shifts the narrative from what's wrong with me to what does my body need. So, what is your overstimulated nervous system asking for? It's not asking for more effort, more pushing, or more self-criticism. It's asking for the opposite. It's asking for slower moments. It's asking for less pressure, both external and internal. It's asking for gentler rhythms in your day-to-day life. Most of all, it's asking for safety. Healing the nervous system doesn't happen by forcing yourself to be calm or by meditating harder. It happens by creating and accumulating small moments of genuine safety. This is how you teach your body on a biological level that the war is over and it's okay to stand down. Small pauses throughout your day matter. Taking 3 conscious breaths before you get out of your car matters. Feeling your feet on the ground for 10 seconds matters. Wrapping yourself in a warm blanket matters. These aren't just feel-good activities. They are powerful signals of safety to your nervous system. Each calm, gentle moment teaches your system something new, building its capacity for resilience and regulation, one step at a time. If you recognized yourself in any or all of these signs, please hear this. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you. Your nervous system has been working overtime, doing its absolute best to protect you with the tools it has. And now, you and your nervous system are learning something new together. You are learning a new way to be. You are allowed to slow down. You are allowed to rest, truly rest. And you are absolutely allowed to feel safe in your own body. If you stayed with me until the very end, thank you so much for being here and for giving yourself this time. Before you click away, just join me for a moment. Take a slow breath in and a long, slow breath out. You're doing so much better than you think. Thanks for watching.